Hello everyone. My name is Missy Hydes, and I'm so glad that you are hopping on with us tonight to hear a little bit more of make an impact, make an income. What is kind of this all about? What is the opportunity for you? And so we're just so glad that you are tuning in. There's going to be people tuning in from all over. If you want to comment where you're joining us from, I always think that can be fun. Just gives people perspective on how we can connect with people wherever we are, no matter where we are. You might be on a phone, you might be on a laptop or a tablet, and you can really just be a part of a great event from the comfort of wherever you are. So I want to introduce myself. My name is Missy Hydes. I'm an independent consultant with Arbonne, which is the company and the business opportunity that you're going to hear about tonight. I reside and I live in Louisville, Kentucky. I am married. My husband and I have been married for 16 years. We have 4 daughters. They are 11, 8, 6, and 3, and they're all in bed right now, which is a total blessing, and I love that. And I love that I get to do work. I love that I get to share with people, yet I'm in my home, and my kiddos are sleeping around me. I just think that that's such a huge perk. I was introduced to this business opportunity 14 years ago. I was 24 years old. I had no idea what our lives was gonna look like. I didn't know how much I would need this opportunity, but when I heard about what you're gonna hear in the next few minutes, I was really left with this sense of what if this does work? What if this can be an opportunity for us? And I knew that opportunities didn't come along every day. And so it was just important to not squander it, to not squander that opportunity. I can tell you that I'm more excited now than I was then. One, because I know more. I know what this opportunity does, not what it's not only done for my life and how it's given us so many choices and really a life of design. If you can kind of see the sign behind me, it says she designed a life she loved, and that's absolutely the passion for my own life, but also for the lives of others, or he designed a life that he loved. Right? Because we only get one shot, we only get one life, and so we need to live it well, and we need to live it in a way that we love, versus just waiting for one day to hopefully love our lives, right? Or love a weekend or love a vacation. I'm more excited now than ever, too, because there's more opportunity. There's a greater way to have an impact. This was not part of our opportunity 14 years ago. I didn't have a way to connect with people from my home through a video where they could plug in and hear a little bit more. And so there's greater impact. The business was not global when I started. It now is, and you'll hear a little bit more about that. And then finally, I'm more excited than ever before because we have an answer for people. There's more need than ever before for extra income, for less stress, for more time, for more choices. To have watched that play out in these last 14 years, being a social marketer and knowing what I can offer people. And it's just been interesting to see. I had even a conversation today with a friend who's in corporate America. She's been a great employee, all of those things. And really she was unexpectedly taken into a meeting today and told that she was going to be switched into a different department, a department she does not want to work in, a department that is a very boring, monotonous, mindless job. But in order to keep her job, she was going to have to agree to their terms. And so there's no choice for her in that. And so that's just more and more and more what's happening in the world around us. And so I wanted to share a few statistics that are specific to the U.S. So if you're calling in or joining us and you're not from the U.S., these stats are going to be probably similar to whatever country that you are living in. But right now in the U.S., the average annual cost of living is about $57,000 per month. That's what it costs about a family of 4 to live yearly. 78% of American workers live paycheck to paycheck. So right now we're in a government shutdown. This past Friday, or this coming Friday, I believe, is the first time that that several branches of the government are not going to get a paycheck. 78% of those employees, those government workers, aren't going to be able to pay their bills because they're living paycheck to paycheck. They're no different than most other average Americans, right? So you might be one of those. I know that we were for sure. And it's not that we're not working hard. It's not that we don't want to have more. It's just we don't know that there's opportunities to have more. The average household debt in the U.S. is $137,000. That is a staggering amount of debt that most people don't have a concept or a way other than just paying on it indefinitely to get rid of. It's house debt, it's consumer debt, and what's growing at its fastest rate more than ever before is student debt, college loan debt, okay? 44% of Americans cannot, this I found fascinating, 44% of American adults cannot cover a $400 emergency. $400. You know, we can sometimes dismiss this opportunity because the first level of management within, as soon as you promote, you can be making somewhere between $250 and $1,200 a month, and we can dismiss that $400 or $500, extra dollars a month sometimes. But we have to realize the reality is that almost half of the adults in this country cannot cover if a $400 expense comes up from a medical bill, from a car, from their kids needing something. Might not be considered an emergency, but if your kid needs to have their sports fees due or their tuition paid for, or a meal plan at school, and you don't have it, you have to have a way to do that. So I thought that was really fascinating. And then also 42% of Americans aren't saving anything for retirement. So what's the plan there? That means we're going to work like till we die. We just work until we quit. We work till we pass out. And these are all from financial planners, people that have expertise in this. These are not statistics that I came up with, but that is the world that we live in. And people, I think they know it, but they don't know it. And we're here to really educate you tonight. So what I want you to think about, and then you can go ahead and comment below, is what would you do if all your bills were paid and you had all the time in the world? What would you do? If tomorrow morning you could wake up and you had unlimited resources and you had unlimited finances and unlimited time, what would you do? Where would you go? Who would you help? What would you see? Maybe you just stay home and take a break for a couple of days. Maybe you travel. Maybe you would pay off your parents' debt. There's lots of things. So I always love for people to comment. If you're good to share. Because I think it's neat when we really start to think about what would we do if we had unlimited time and unlimited finances. The second question I want to ask you tonight is, and this one you don't have to answer, is if you keep doing what you're doing right now, where will you be in 5 years? That was asked of me 14 years ago, and I knew that I didn't have a plan. I knew that I wanted more. We wanted a house, we wanted a second car, we wanted to be debt-free, we wanted to start a family, we wanted to go on missions trips, we wanted to travel and see my family that lived, 1,000 miles away, but we didn't have any plan for that. It was just kind of a hope. But what most people find when they think about where will I be in 5 years if I keep doing what I'm doing right now, is that most people have no plan and they have very little hope. So what you're going to hear about in the next few minutes is that we do have a plan and we do have hope to offer you. Arbonne is an almost 40-year-old social marketing company. We were started in 1980 with an unparalleled product concept and business plan. Arbonne offers you really a plan in 5 areas. A plan for a healthy lifestyle. So maybe you're going to hear about Arbonne tonight, and the takeaway for you is these people can help me feel better, get more energy, lose weight, help my skin, help my family. Just, know that we should have more toxin-free products. We can help with that. We have a plan for that. We have a platform to make an impact in the lives of others. We have an opportunity to be your own boss. We have the tools to generate extra income, and we have a strategy for financial and time freedom, meaning we know how to replace full-time and surpass full-time income doing it on part-time hours. Those are the 5 things that we can offer you. So Arbonne really has a threefold advantage and I'm going to share those. The first is our products. Everything with Arbonne adheres and was built on a European philosophy. What that means is that everything is plant-based. Why that's important is what you put on your skin impacts the entire bloodstream within about 26 to 30 seconds. So you have to understand what you're putting on your body, because what you're putting on your body and in your body impacts the entire system. And years ago, we didn't know that, or maybe we didn't know it like we know it now, but people are becoming more conscious of that, and Arbonne has been aware of that from day one. Arbonne also was built on the European standard that currently bans over 1,500 different chemicals and toxins from their personal care products. In the US, we only ban 11, and one of my questions leading up to the live was, when was that updated? That was updated in the 1950s. That is ridiculous. That is ignorance on the part of the U.S. government and the U.S. people. Okay, we have to do better, and Arbonne does better. We have over 2,000 ingredients currently that we ban from our products. We have the strictest policy on ingredients, on formulations, because our belief is that we can offer a pure, safe, beneficial product to the consumer for the entire household. We have over 350 products. What I love is that these are products that you and everyone you know uses. Arbonne is for everyone or anyone with skin and hair. Who qualifies for that? Me, right? All the other 5 people living in my house. So it doesn't matter if you or someone you know is looking for better skincare, better nutrition, better hair care, better essential oils, better cosmetics, baby care, sunscreen, hair products. We have that, okay? And we have that adhering to this standard. We also have products that adhere to this standard. They're in all of these categories and they give results. That's like the perfect storm coming together. So the second advantage that we have is the people. There is a community and a culture within Arbonne that is for you being successful at whatever you term success. It's a place to build relationships. It's a place to be mentored. It's a place to mentor other people. It's a place to be recognized and to be celebrated, and it is a place to be known. And I know that for me, the culture and the community of Arbonne has been one of the most invaluable and priceless pieces of this business opportunity that I had no idea was available and out there until I stepped into it and said yes. So I love telling people about this community and culture of Arbonne. And the third advantage that we offer is the business opportunity. We, if you don't know, are living in the digital age. And so you, as a person living in the digital age, need to figure out, does my career, does my opportunities to generate income into our lifestyle for now and the next 5 decades, is it part of that digital landscape? Because that's where we are and that's where we're moving, and we're not going backwards. So this is a business of the 21st century. And really what this is, more than anything, is this is a business of making recommendations. Another thing I'd love for y'all to comment on is think about something that you have recommended to somebody, a friend, a coworker, a family member, maybe even on social media. You made a post or responded to somebody, and you made a recommendation in the last 7 days. What was it? I made a post the other day. I was making a new mom friend. I was going to take her a meal, and I could not think of like a recipe or something a meal to make her. And so I just posted that on Facebook, and there was probably 20 to 30 people that responded and made a recommendation to me of a recipe. Okay? That's all we do with this business, is we just simply make a recommendation for a business opportunity and or a product. And when we do that, we have the opportunity to earn income with that. It's a beautiful thing. So what Arbonne, part of this business opportunity, that there's just some highlights that I want you to know, is that we're global. We are in the US, we're in Canada, Australia, the UK, Poland, and New Zealand. Okay, so that is an opportunity that when you really start to put your brain around it, you have a business that's global. It runs 24 hours, 7 days a week, and you can do it from wherever you live, whether you live in a gigantic metro of maybe 2 to 5 million people, or maybe you live in a town of 2 to 500 people. Because we live in the digital age, because everything is connected to the internet, to being online, you have access to people no matter where you are. This business is virtual. That just means you can run your business, this opportunity, as much or as little as you want, being in front of people. You can be in front of them like this. You can be with them at a coffee shop. You can be with them at their home. You can send them a video. It is something that is hyper mobile, meaning it is crazy mobile. It just goes with you wherever you have a device and Wi-Fi. You can do this business. You can grow your business. That cannot be said of almost any other business or income opportunity, whether it's being a sole proprietor, whether it is running a franchise, being an independent contractor, real estate, any of those things. They are not hypermobile and they are not available with simply a device and Wi-Fi, and this business opportunity is. We have this business also will run from your phone because of that, almost exclusively. Again, I love gathering with people. I met somebody in a coffee shop yesterday. I love that. But if you're in a situation where maybe geographically it doesn't work to meet up with somebody, or the people you want to talk to live 4 hours away or 4 states away, you can connect with them in a digital way through this, and I love that. We have no inventory, we have no overhead, we have no employees. You work this business, you grow a second stream of income in the nooks and crannies of your day. This is absolutely built on part-time hours. I have owned a business, like I said, for 14 years, and I have always worked 10 to 15 hours a week. That is great hours. It gives you enough time to feel like you're being productive and contributing and generating the income that you need, but it gives a return like none other, and you're going to hear about that in a minute. We have a proven business system. You're not going to have to recreate the wheel. You're not going to have to come up with things in order to be successful. All of our products are consumable, and they are all in the health and wellness categories, which again, like the digital age, we're not going backwards. We're only going forward in that. And there's unlimited earning potential. Within Arbonne, we have a compensation structure, meaning there's 4 different leadership levels that you can decide. You get to write your paycheck where you want to be. First one is called district manager. Average monthly, these are monthly incomes, is $250 to $1,500 per month. Area manager is $1,200 to $4,000 per month. Regional vice president ranges from $4,000 to $14,000 per month, and national vice president, where I will be promoting to in the next 90 to 120 days, is $20,000 to $25,000 per month. Think of what other opportunities someone has offered you, someone has shown you a proven plan, and they're saying, I'm going to partner with you, I can show you how to do this, I want you to be successful, and you can generate that kind of income. No one is showing people how to do that for $300 a month, let alone $30,000 a month, right? So you get to write your own paycheck, and I love that about Arbonne. There's really 2 ways as we wrap up that people can connect with Arbonne. The first is we would love to invite you to be a consultant. That is what I did. That's what hundreds and thousands of others of people have chosen to do. They see the value of owning a virtual, global health and wellness business, that they're simply making a recommendation and connecting people up that can go with them wherever they are. They can work it into the nooks and crannies of their life. You can get that business account tonight for $49 or anytime, but we're going to encourage you obviously to, get that account and get started with us tonight. It's $49. $49. That's so crazy. And that gives you a business account, it gives you a website, it's going to give you the support and the training that you're going to need, and then you get to decide how much how much product you want to get. You're not getting an inventory. You're certainly not stocking products. You're just getting products for yourself and your family to use, and then you use those products to make, again, the recommendation. The other option is to become a preferred client. This is maybe for those of you that have heard this and you're like, that sounds so great, but where I want to start is with the products, and we would love for you to do that. If you don't see yourself maybe right now wanting to jump in with the consultant or the business account. This is called a preferred client account. It's $29 for 1 year. Back up a little bit. The consultant account is $49 for 1 year. Okay, it's not monthly, it's 1 year. The $29 preferred client account, it gives you a discount on all of your products, 20 to 40% off for 1 year. There's no minimums, no frequencies, no required auto ship. It's just really a shopper's discount at your desire. The consultant account, the discount on that product that you get is 35 to 50% off. Again, there's no minimums, there's no monthly requirements. You can use that account as much or as little as you want. So as we wrap up tonight, I want to leave you with one quote and one thing to chew on. I know I've given you lots of stats, I've given you lots of facts, but I want you to really think on this quote because I love it. It's by a man named Richard Branson. He's an incredible entrepreneur, multimillionaire. He may even be a billionaire, I'm not sure. But I read this and it resonated with me and it stuck with me for years and years and years. And he says, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. And so we just want to invite you. We get it. There's going to be fears. There might be hesitations. There might be questions of the how-tos. What do I actually do? How do I actually grow this business? We're going to teach you all of that along the way. That's why we partner with you. That's why we come alongside of you. That's why we do lives like this to provide that content. And so what we just want to invite you to do is to say yes, to jump in with us, get the advantage of the products, get the advantage of the culture and the people and the community, certainly get the advantage of having an additional stream of income, because let's not forget those stats that I shared at the beginning. And then you're going to learn along the way, and we're going to teach you what you need to do in order to make this a profitable and fun business venture for yourself and your family. So thanks for hopping on tonight. We so appreciate you. Circle back with the consultant that invited you. Let them know what questions that you have, and we'll be making some more posts in the event just as we follow up. This will be closing out in the next few days. So thanks again for hopping on. You all have a good night.